Hello and welcome to my first video. So I'm gonna start making these videos to talk more about my articles. This article is called Gender Dysphoria, What They Don't Want to Tell You, and you can find it at Kid Fit Kingdom by my name, Agustin Cardone. So I can't think of any branch of medicine outside of cosmetic surgery where the patient makes the diagnosis and prescribes the treatment. This doesn't exist. Abigail Shrier. So, in this article I will talk about something that can be seen as curse. Why? Because if you say the wrong thing, you can get blasted. Gender dysphoria. I will try to give a brief explanation and the reason why it needs to be taken seriously. So, let's start. You also have some videos that you can watch if you don't like reading that much. So, gender dysphoria. You can find this concept in the DSM-5, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorder, and is defined as an individual who does not feel identified with the sex they were assigned at birth. So, just to be clear, some people will say that their sex is not the same as their gender, and you can use that definition, but if gender is a social construct, then it would not matter in this case. People, both teenagers and adults, who suffer have the following symptoms. So, marked incongruence between one's experience expressed gender and primary and or secondary sex characteristics, a strong desire to be rid of one's primary and or secondary sex characteristics because of a marked incongruence with one's experience expressed gender, a strong desire for the primary and or secondary sex characteristic of the other gender, a strong desire to be of the other gender, a strong desire to be treated as the other gender, a strong conviction that one has the typical feelings and reaction of the other gender. And they have to manifest at least 2 of the above symptoms for a duration of at least 6 months. So this is for adults, and for kids it's basically quite similar. Now, let's go to the treatment. So going back to why I use uppercase, is because of the treatment. As we can see, this is a mental disorder. Therefore, it is not a joke, but is treated as one. You might have heard of confirmation therapy, confirmation surgery, and my favorite, puberty blockers. All this treatment is useless. Why? Because if you are treating someone with a mental disorder, you want that person to get better. You talk with doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, and then if the reason for her illness is not just organic or biological, this means that the illness is not related to just a hormonal imbalance. That person needs to go to therapy to find out the origin of the problem, the root of the case, of course. So, but this is not a simple process, whereupon you can just go to a doctor, or should I say to a confirmation doctor, and just get a yes from your confirmation therapist, allowing immediate access to surgery and pills. Just to make clear, and this is a strong point, therapy does not confirm nor deny. The therapist will ask you questions to work your problems out together, and that will happen only if you want to be helped. Jordan B. Peterson mentions this in the movie documentary What is a Woman by Matt Walsh, which is an amazing and truly shows the reality behind this. I highly recommend that movie to everybody. So, in one of the clips from the movie, one of the best clips for the movie is when Matt talked with Dr. Forcier, a gender affirmation pediatrician, who has conferred given hormones like Lupron, which is used to perform chemical castration of violent sex offenders, and you can Google this, and is now part of the transgender hormone therapy. So you can make your own conclusions. Sadly, this was the video of the talk between Matt and Dr. Forcier. It seems like it was taken down or something happened with YouTube. I'm not surprised. But yeah, so this is not supposed to be a long article. This article is just to show, admittedly, a less than ideal reality. The reason why the treatment is so difficult to get for these people, is that there is a huge amount of money involved behind the scenes. Or better still, try to speak up against the ideology and watch the feather fly. In the book Irreversible Damage, the Transgender Craze Seducing Our Daughters by Abigail Shrier, she talks about how weird this condition is, mostly affecting the male population, but now having shifted completely and is grown. The other thing that is growing is suicide rates, and this one of the countless reasons why we need to talk about this. So, just to give some more things, this is a real topic. No, this one is the conversation between Matt and Dr. Forcier. You should watch this. So yes, this is a topic that we should take more seriously. For example, if you read psychoanalysis, you can see how, let's say, the male or female symbolism and figure in someone's life is really important. There was a case, for example, that this man took surgery to become a woman, but she was still feeling really bad. And then when she was talking with the professionals, they realized that she or he was the youngest of 5 brothers. So you can see how he had to fight for some attention. And then his mother always wanted a girl, a daughter. They were all males. So now imagine you have someone that doesn't feel love, someone that wants attention from the parents, for the mother, and then you hear this: she always wanted a daughter. So what he did was basically trying to become that daughter, so he can feel love from his mother. And of course, it didn't work. It didn't work, and that's something that we should talk. That's something that we should reflect on, so we can actually help people, because people with gender dysphoria, they suffer. And something that is happening right now is that you can be 15, 12, and then just get pills, get surgery. And if you want to get surgery, you should be able at 25, once your brain is fully developed. Plus, the basic psychology literature says how all these feelings or thoughts of, am I a man, am I a woman, where am I, they all just disappear after puberty or with the years. Because we all know that when you're a teenager, basically living can be really hard. You don't want to listen to your parents, so you go to your friends, but it can be really hard, and it's a hard phase for people in general. So yes, this was Gender Dysphoria, what I don't want to tell you. Again, you can find this article at Keep Fit Kingdom. I'm gonna leave the link below. And yeah, thank you so much.